Now to India, where New Delhi says it is fully prepared as it welcomes global dignitaries and delegates for the 18th Group of 20 Summit. This year's G20 Summit, themed One Earth, One Family, One Future, is set to focus on inclusive growth, digital innovation, climate resilience, among others. The G20 Summit is scheduled to take place from Saturday through Sunday in the Indian capital. Workers have spruced up roads with more than 100,000 flower pots and about 500,000 saplings to give the city a fresh look. Vice Chairman of the New Delhi Municipal Council, Satish, Upadhyay, gave an update of the preparations done so far in India.
From last 1 year, it's an opportunity for any civic agency to enhance their basic infrastructures and the beautification. We have a very good horticulture department, so they are working day and night.
In this controlled zone, what we have done is we will be implementing a graded traffic management plan, that is on night of 7th and 8th, intervening night of 7th and 8th. Commercial vehicles, that is high goods vehicle, medium goods vehicle, light goods vehicles, will not be allowed in Delhi.
But Surinder Oberoi is a journalist based in Delhi, India. He joins me now to speak more on the G20 Summit. It's India's first time hosting the G20 Summit, and about $120 million have gone into making Delhi look as beautiful as it should look in preparation for this. Talk to us about the significance of this summit.
Yeah, thank you for having me on this program. Well, as you rightly said, that the significance is more than what is visible to a naked eye. You know, when I look into the history of Delhi, it was Asian 82 which literally developed Delhi into a developed capital. And then Commonwealth Games gave further boost, which has now brought Indians into the Olympics, as well as, they started winning the medals and interest in the sport. And finally, I see the G20 is going to give a major boost, a rocketing effect as far as the business is concerned, as far as the India's economy, which is already around 3.5 plus trillion, to boost in the coming 4, 5, 6 years. So this is going to be a major boost. Of course, it's more or less like a carnival, what my previous speaker was mentioning about. Delhi is decorated beyond expectations with all the latest technology. New buildings have come up. In fact, the conference, which is going to take place in the Pragati Maidan, is also a new building. And I've been told, I haven't still visited inside the building, but it's the modern art, having culture, as well as the technology and the eco-friendly sort of a building which has been developed. So
but you know, Mr. Oberoi, in the midst of all of this, there are people who have complained that they have had to be displaced as a result of trying to clear Delhi and make it look as beautiful as it is looking at this time. But let's talk about other matters. On the sidelines of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting with the Nigerian president and some other world leaders trying to boost relations between countries. Just how strong do you think the ties between Nigeria and India could get in the days ahead?
See, right now, as we are talking, the American president has just landed and gone straight to the Prime Minister's office to have a bilateral meeting today. This will be the third meeting today on the sideline. For me, G20 summit is important, but the sideline meetings are more important. And that is one of the reasons that why Nigerian president is here for the last 3 days, having bilateral meetings. And finally, he's supposed to meet the Prime Minister on Sunday evening on the bilateral. Already he had a very fruitful meeting with the Defense Minister of India, where it's believed that there are going to be new MOUs signed between Nigeria and India, around $1 billion defense deals, which could be the light combat plane, as well as some of those vehicles which they are looking for, as well as drone technology that can be shifted from India to Nigeria. Having said that, on the defense, the business deals are also going to take place in a big way. In a similar fashion, the Nigerian president as he reached Delhi 2, 3 days ago, he directly went into a meeting with Hindujas who are already doing some business in Nigeria. And again, they have gone for some new MOUs. And they are also dealing with some 100 corporates in India, in which they are going to go for a major business boost between the two countries.
And we know that, yes, Mr. Oberoi, you can go on and on with this. Let's talk about some milestones that India has recorded in recent time. At the moment, your country stands as the most populous, the world over. And in recent time also, your country has been able to launch its first space mission. Just talk to us about how all of this is changing the landscape in India.
See, not only the moon mission, they have also gone to the sun recently, and already some selfie pictures are coming up on there. It's again a big thing. You see, finally, space is the new world where most of the countries are going to conquer, I would say. Gone are the days when they look for the Earth or conventional wars. Now, all our satellites and everything are literally on the space. And those who control the space will be more important, both security-wise, science-wise, technology-wise, as well as for the living of the human beings to make it easy as far as life is concerned. It is, again, a sort of a celebration, and I personally feel next year elections which are going to take place, both G20 as an external factor, as well as this space projects, the moon mission, as well as the sun mission, is definitely going to give boost to the present ongoing government, even though they are facing a lot of hurdles from the opposition who are trying to get united. So that will be another interesting factor to see where all the opposition is together against BJP, the ruling BJP, and their coalition partners.
Absolutely, and it will be important to see how this spirals to every citizen, every resident of India, how they benefit from the beauty of all of these accomplishments. Surinder Oberoi is a journalist. He joined me from India. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me. Have a lovely evening.